You ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Roundtable. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on the Broadway Podcast Network, or you're watching us on Broadway World or over here on social media. You know, why'd you come in here looking like that? I know that is a song. That was a bop when Dolly did it, and when Brian did it, it was an extra bop. And I love a country singer who was out and proud and about. But why is Brian solo for Christmas? Brian? No. Come, you still have time. He has a new single out. It's out as of the 2nd, which is, we're filming this on the 2nd. So Brian, your single is out. I'm putting it out there in the universe by Christmas. Brian may be wifed up. If he was a lesbian, they would have moved in already by Christmas. Brian, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi, Robert. How you doing?
I love your voice and I love your story.
Thank you.
It takes a lot of bravery. You sing country music, Brian.
I sure do. I grew up on country music. I love country music. Are you a country fan?
I went to Nashville for my 30th birthday.
Okay.
And my partner, he's from Detroit, in the mean streets of Detroit, and Darius can sing bluegrass and Sugarland and Little Big Town and all of this is not normal, Brian. So country is always playing in my house.
I love it. Yeah, there's a whole collective of gays into country music, and I love it.
And it's not just Shania Twain and the Pink Hat. Like, they're talking about country
music. Yeah. There's a whole channel for it, and it's fun to see all these like queer country artists emerging in the past couple of years. It's exciting.
So was there a moment for you where you were like, I'm going to be out and about, or was there ever a thought that you were going to keep it a secret, or you weren't going to pursue it because of sexuality? Like, how's your journey into this avenue?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I was in School of Rock when I was younger. So
yes,
so I feel like by the time the movie, yeah, when I started releasing the music, I had already dealt with all of that internally, like, because I was basically on screen publicly at an early age and everyone called me gay and I wasn't out of the closet yet. And I spent a very long time sort of dealing with the impact of that. And then also sort of coming to terms with the fact that I am gay, right? And so by the time I was releasing my own music, I definitely wasn't going to do any sort of hiding of myself because I had already done that for 15 years and I was a little tired. So yeah, there's a little background on that.
When you were a child, you were literally like a youngster in this business. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in New Jersey. We filmed most of the movie in New York City.
Where in New Jersey?
A little town called Pequannock.
Yeah, I used to go to church in Pequannock.
No way. What church?
Like St. Anthony's.
I know
Pequannock,
it. I know
Pleasant Valley Road, leading going to the zoo.
Where are you from?
I'm from Richfield Park, New Jersey, which is a little town next to like Teaneck, Fort Lee area. Yeah. But I can turtleback zoo like the best of them. And all roads lead to Jersey. Oh my God. When you were by Kessler, Rehab was there. And look, if you're not watching us from New Jersey, I'm sorry for boring you with all of this. So you're from Jersey. And then what age and stage were you like, I want to be in showbiz?
Oh, from the moment I was walking out of my mom's body, basically. My baby book says age 2, Brian won't stop dancing. Age 3, Brian won't stop singing. Age 4, Brian won't stop singing and dancing. So I was pretty much just constantly at it. And then the way I got cast in School of Rock was my first professional audition ever, believe it or not. And the way I got cast in that is that my family and I were on a vacation and this man with a camera walked by and I just like left my family and followed him. And I was like, hi, can I be on camera? And he was like, no, I'm a newscaster, but you seem like you have a lot of personality. Let me talk to your mom. And so he connected my mom with a booking agent back in New York City who then sent me on the School of Rock audition. And that's how I got cast. So really, I was just always sort of out there and wanting attention, essentially.
You got that gig from just following a news anchor aimlessly.
And begging to be on camera until he was like, you know what, let's talk to your parents.
I think that's how it works. When people ask advice how to get into showbiz, I think that's literally how you do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, and then when I auditioned for the movie, I sang a boy soprano rendition of Send in the Clowns. And then they were so surprised by that, I think, that they ended up creating a role for me, because the role I auditioned for was not the role I ended up getting cast in. So
Wait, so how do you go from School of Rock, Pequannock, New Jersey, to country's gay superstar?
Yeah, I've always listened to country music, even as like it was starting to become more like, I feel like the pop I grew up on went away kind of quickly, right? Like there's not really the same sort of Kelly Clarkson Pink sound that there was back then, or Michelle Branch even, right? And I feel like country music has almost like taken over that blend of pop country. So I just kind of loved it because those were my favorite artists growing up. And then I wasn't really into all of the electronic elements that were coming out. So I kind of just gravitated towards country music. And then when Carey Underwood won American Idol, I became like a true fan because I had voted for her like 100 times. And then I started to watch the award shows because she was performing on them. And that's when I discovered like the Chicks and Zac Brown Band and Rascal Flatts. And I was hooked. I love them all.
Oh my God, do I love the Chicks so much? And do I love Lady A so much? And do I love Zac Brown? Like, I love Colder Weather so much. And I love all of that music so much, Brian. And because I think that country music is where songwriting lives nowadays. Like, you want to be a songwriter, country music is where there are songs that are written with stories.
Yeah, it's all about storytelling, which is why it's always shocking that like it's taken so long for queer people to get a spotlight in country music, because there's so many queer stories that need to be told, that are asking to be told, that people need to hear, you know, so it feels like such a natural avenue for it.
Oh, we all have, us queens have some story. I tell you, that was so, Brian, you had some, like when you talk about singles, when you have your singles or your music came out, a song like Same Old Country Love Song did big numbers. It was a big song. What about that song do you think resonates with the audience? What about your storytelling or your journey hit with that song in particular?
Yeah, well, I mean, that song in particular is calling out country music for not having a lot of queer representation. It's basically, the song is purposefully crafted to sound exactly like every country music song you've heard anytime in the 90s and 2000s, but it just inserts a queer storyline. And I think people just really resonated with that because, like me, I think they grew up loving this sound, but and resonating with it to a degree, but also searching for themselves in it and not always being able to precisely find themselves. So it's just cool to have it more directly spoken, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you're we follow Brian on the Instagram while we're here, and then his music is streaming wherever you listen to. So whatever, if you're a Spotify or an Apple or a Tidal or a Amazon or whatever you do, make sure you listen to it as well. And I'm sure there's music and videos we could see on different platforms. Like, just go do the deep dive all on his whole life.
Please.
So what brings you to Christmas? Now, Christmas music, this is original. This isn't like the Brian version of Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, which I think is a gay song. What made you write this? It's streaming right now, everybody. Like I said, so you can be listening to it. What made you write it? What's the inspiration behind Christmas Solo?
Yeah, so I seem to have a knack for like noticing where there's not something. Like in country music, there wasn't a gay country song yet. And I also was like an early releaser of a gay Christian song, right? So that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And so now, I don't know, I just noticed that in Christmas music, all of the songs are about needing someone, wanting someone, missing someone. And if you happen to be alone or not with someone on Christmas, that can be like a really overwhelming sentiment, right? That you cannot and should not be alone at Christmas time. So I decided to write a song that sort of celebrates people who are alone at Christmas, because they deserve to celebrate too. And it doesn't have to be a negative thing. In fact, a lot of people choose to spend the holiday by themselves because being with their families can be exhausting or trying or whatever it is, you know? So yeah, it's basically just a song for single people at Christmas. Ironically, I'm now in a relationship, but when I wrote this song, I was not.
Okay, see, I told you all that by Christmas he was going to have somebody, and look at that. We are 9 minutes in, and it's already done.
Yeah, it actually happened in the past 9 minutes.
See, everyone, this is what's happening to you. I'm really moved by it because I am someone as well. But for a good too many years, I was by myself. And
Totally.
and you watch these movies or you hear the music, and it's a time of where people can feel very left out or very down about themselves. Well, for all the joy and happiness, it also makes people feel pretty awful. So this isn't a song though that is depressing. It's fun. It's upbeat.
It's so fun, and I didn't want to make it sound bitter or upset or anything, because even the songs that do talk about being single at Christmas, they're all like a little bitter, or like I'm okay without you, I don't need you, right? So this is just like a fun, like I'm at home, I'm having a good time, I'm eating cookies, I'm listening to music, it's all good.
So stream it. It's available now, and you could send it to your sad cat lady friend that needs uplifting this. But no, it's just perfect for a playlist. Do you keep a Christmas playlist? Like, are you a Christmas music nista?
I just posted on Instagram about it today. I diligently crafted a Christmas playlist for all of you, so you don't need to do it yourselves. I did the heavy lifting for you. It has my song. It has every essential Christmas song that I can think of, and it's your one-stop shop for Christmas music.
You're kidding. Well, now that we're here, we have to judge this list live in real life.
Oh, yeah. Let's
you did. You have a list up right now that people can check out. Your essential list is going to be up and about. So what are your, like, after we listen to your song for a couple, 300 or 400 or 500 times in a row, what other songs, what makes you think of, the Mariahs and of course.
Yes, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Kelly Clarkson's Christmas catalog. I feel like she's just crushing the modern, traditional Christmas pop sound, and it's great. DJ Play a Christmas Song by Cher has become an instant classic. Of course, we love Mariah. I've got let's look at this playlist. I've got Ariana Grande in here. I got NSYNC. I got Wham. I got Britney. I got Carey. I got Hilary Duff. I don't know if anyone remembers her Christmas album, but I think we need to throw it back to that sometimes.
Brian, do you live in my house? Because see, my Darius plays Christmas music all year, and he is also gay, in case you were wondering. And so we listen to Carey. Oh my Lord, A Baby Changes Everything, and all the Carey Underwood of it all. Carey Underwood and John Legend is always singing in my house, and then we have DJ play a Christmas song on our joint Spotify. Of course, it's mandatory, or you get your gay card taken away. And Kelly Clarkson, of course, I love Kelly and Ariana Grande. That's a bop of a song.
That's a great song. The vocal gymnastics on that song,
so good. And
so good.
I agree. I'm doing a Christmas show this week in New York City, and you have to sing Wrapped in Red, you have to sing Britney, you have to sing a little Ariana Grande, and you
Brian, you got to sing a little Christmas solo.
I would love to sing Christmas solo. So how do you write? I want to. It's such a cute. Everyone, it's such a perfect song. It's so fun, and it will be stuck in your ear. So how do you write? Do you get an idea and you write it in audio? Do you play an instrument? Do you just sing into your phone? Like, what do you do?
I play a little piano and guitar. I use that to write. I don't really accompany myself live very often because honestly, there's just better players. But I like to play to write for myself. It really depends. Sometimes it'll start with a little melody that I'm humming, a little lyric I have, and then I'll build on that. Sometimes I'll get really rare and lucky, and I'll sit down and I'll write a whole song in 20 minutes because I'm feeling really inspired. And that's only happened like 2 or 3 times, but it's a great feeling when it happens. Sometimes it just starts with a concept. Like this song was just an idea. I was like, I feel like I should make a Christmas song for Christmas people, for single people. And so I did. I was like, it more just started with an idea, and then I built the song around that. So yeah, it really depends. It kind of changes all the time.
I love it. I think it's really good. It's perfect. It makes me think of people who need to hear this. We all need some love and a song for us to have an anthem for Christmas. So how do you live in Jersey still? Are you in the South? Are you magically somewhere? Where are you?
I'm in Nashville often, but I live in Brooklyn, but I pop down pretty frequently, and I'm just back and forth between the 2 spots doing the thing. I kind of like being a little removed from the Nashville scene. It can be a little oversaturated sometimes, just as far as like everybody's hustling and doing the country music thing, and it's nice to escape to Brooklyn and work on stuff and then go down there and either collaborate with people or write with people or whatever it is.
I love it because you could be in Brooklyn and you could have a kombucha and you could walk your dog and all that. And then you can go to Nashville and do that, and you could live in man, Brian, if you were free on Saturday, I would say come sing your song at my show, because I think people need to hear this. People need to hear that. Everyone, you need to go listen to the song, because is it intimidating for you to write a new original? Because they're like, when you think of songwriting, Christmas is. So how did you get past like am I making the next White Christmas? Am I the next Mariah? Like, how do you put your own stamp on a Christmas song and feel comfortable about it?
Well, that's kind of the element of this that I feel most proud of, because I feel like in 2024 to come up with an original idea for a Christmas song is a little rare, right? So I was happy that I found, once I knew I had like at least a good concept, I was proud of that. Because yeah, I mean, Christmas music has been around for how long, and we've heard it all. We've heard most of the sentiments, so I wasn't convinced I would be able to come up with a new one. But yeah, I'm happy with what it came out. What is the show that you have this week?
It's at Chelsea Table and Stage, and it's just me and a piano. And it's going to be just some guests and some songs and some fun. And it's in New York City. And it's going to be a messy, good old, gay old Christmas time.
Amazing. I think I am booked Saturday, but I will put it down and see if I'm able to make it.
If you just stroll in and just start singing it from the top of the stairs, and I'll just stop the show and just come on the stage, Brian.
such nice attending etiquette to just
that's okay. I know what it's like in this New York singing scene. You just gotta own the room. Do you I love the cover. I love everything that goes along with it, that you have put into it. And that's what I love about artistry and art, is that you had a thought, you put the song together, you record the song, you make a visual, then you promote the song. And then when this is out and this Christmas scene is over, what's next? Like, are you jumping in? Do you have more music up your sleeve?
Yeah, the visuals were something I'm also kind of excited about, because I'm all tied up on the cover, and a lot of the photos I'm in like a little bit of shibari, rope work, bondage, which kind of like plays into the sentiment of the song, which is like some people would view tying up as a bad thing, but it can also be kind of a fun thing if you look at it from a different angle, right? So it's kind of like just shifting your perspective on what could again be seen as like a negative thing. But yeah, what's coming up next, I'm just kind of living in my new music for a while. I was releasing stuff for a long time. I was on tour all summer, and now I'm kind of just figuring out what I want to say next and how I want to say it. And I have so many songs, so I'm just getting together with friends and jamming them and seeing if they feel good and what I want to change about them and all that kind of stuff. I'm just kind of in the shop right now.
Yeah, so we'll be ready for next year, and whenever you hit the road and live shows and more music and all that stuff that's going to be coming down the pike, so be ready. But till the holiday season, we're going to follow you on Instagram for sure.
Yay!
And then when I go home to New Jersey this weekend, I'll have to tell my mom that I talked to you and you grew up right by the St. Anthony's Parish. Which gives me such bad PTSD.
Oh no!
It's all good.
Check out my song "God Loves Me Too." You're gonna love that too.
God Loves Me Too, and your Dolly cover and all of the songs that are out. I mean, your music is out and about, so make sure that you are all following and listening, and we'll be following. We really appreciate you. It means a lot, because the representation in theater and pop music is all there. The representation even in jazz or in classical music is all there. But the stuff that you're doing and being out here, it lets so many people be seen and lets people see so much opportunity and chance. It's really beautiful work. It's so important. So thank you so much for being out here and doing what you do.
Oh, I appreciate that, Robert, and I appreciate your time today and for taking the time. Yeah,
of course. Well, Brian, he says it right. It's Brian Falduto. Brian Falduto, and he's and the music is out. We're gonna follow him on Instagram right now. We're gonna stream Christmas solo. It's out and about. So, and congratulations. Until next time. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.